My name is Werner Puchert from Warsaw, Poland, and this is the Finding Frequency Sunday edition. And usually I don't have much to add on a Sunday. Usually I talk about awesome naps, and this time not so much. It was a bit of a hang in the air kind of day. Didn't get much done. Not a lot of productivity to be had around. Marta just popped out to go and have a massage. She sets these things up from time to time, values them a lot. I'm not too keen. I'm not a big being touched by someone I don't know kind of person. So I'm not huge on that area of things. But I do appreciate that some folks love it. My in-laws are spa people. I'm not so much a spa people. Not those little white slippers and cloaks, that kind of stuff. Not for me. But she's gone. She's going to go enjoy herself. I'm looking around the corner. Francie, are you having fun? He's shaking his head. Yes, I'm a great parent. He's playing a little bit of Minecraft again. But I find that just peering up, he's building things and having a little bit of fun. But also at the moment it's really difficult because it's really cold. -12 today. Degrees Celsius, and apparently it's going to get colder. We are now going into a second stage of the beast from the east, apparently. So I'm expecting perhaps a bit more snow, more ice. Not fun. Marta was threatening to get out there and do more things today. Luckily, one of her old friends actually phoned us up and said, listen, she hasn't seen us in so long, it's time. So she popped in here quickly to have a bit of a conversation. And funny enough, Anya, who visited us today, was with Marta the day I met Marta. So she's also always been a little bit of a special friend that kind of has seen this whole adventure of mine play out since coming to Poland for the first time and then meeting Marta in a park here in Poland as part of a speaker outing, and then things developed from there. So not seeing Anya for so long has been a bit of a challenge, thanks to a pandemic, and then also Anya herself meeting someone and kind of building her own adventure in some way. And I think it was probably just over 2 years we haven't seen her, and it sounds like long, but it isn't actually. Due to our little shared problem. But it's interesting to see how she's also dealing with the pandemic, starting a new job in the pandemic, surviving, doing things. And we're all just trying to carve out some kind of new normal for ourselves, because I think the one thing that we all share, specifically Marta and Anya, is also this kind of challenge of not being able to travel, because the both of them can't sit still. There is no such thing as sitting at home and just relaxing and dealing with your own thoughts. They have to be on a mission somewhere, and that is great when you can move and go away and do things. Anya kind of said in a very dry tone of voice, yeah, we just have to kind of explore Poland. So I think Marta and I have been looking at that and perhaps extending that a little bit more, but wow, the weather is definitely not playing along, and I'm not enjoying this cold. There is beauty to it, though, don't get me wrong, so I'm not complaining too much, but the lack of vitamin D and definitely sunlight is something that this South African is definitely craving at this stage, and also will probably also help lighten the mood a little bit. I think we're all suffering a little bit of this pandemic fatigue blues. I can see it in my friends. I can see it all over the place where we're all trying to put on a brave face, but we are tired. This is, and I'm not talking about, there's a lot of people out there suffering, but emotionally, I think we're all kind of, just tired of this. That being said, I have some good news. My friend Mike, who's been helping me with a new idea for Finding Frequency, it will still be me talking to you for the most part, but I wanted to weave in one or two small things to make things fresh and challenge some of my friends listening to the show to add more interesting things. So I'm going to be compiling a brief. I have already one person lined up. She knows who she is, to do the second prototype. The first one is already sounding great, and I haven't even touched it yet. So tipping my hat to my friend Mike for what he did. And it's kind of like really an extension of the spirit of this little project of mine. So if you've gotten tired of me waffling on, hopefully things will get a little bit more interesting and a bit more deeper sharing thereof as well, because it's not me. I am the sum of all the awesome people in my life, and with that, in the format of this, I wanted to share a little bit more of that. So let's see how this can play out. And of course, there's a uniqueness in every little plan, because if you start collaborating with people, they bring their own magic into it. And that, as I knock the table with my fist in excitement, is the cool thing about it. And that's the thing we need to embrace. And that's why differences and culture and, when you tick the other on the male-female questionnaire of your of your surveys and forms you fill in, those differences is what makes us interesting. And I get excited when I start collaborating with people and seeing their perspective, and then how they can add value to a little project that I'm just kind of trying to share. So I got all lyrical. It's still early days. Work needs to be done. So I'm going to leave it there as we stand on the brink of a new week. I hope that this weekend has been a good one for you. And if you are feeling the blues, I can't offer any wisdom or remedies. I think it's foolhardy to shove them your way, because I don't know your context and the things that you're struggling with. But the only thing that I can add to it that hopefully will bear some value to you is the fact that you are not alone, because usually loneliness is a huge amplifier for that blues. So please do not feel that amplification, because even though we do not perhaps know each other, we do share that feeling. So it's sometimes, like one of my friends said, is sometimes you just need some time to wallow a little bit. By all means, wallow and enjoy the wallowing, but then try and work yourself out of it and see what you can do. And the one tip I have, though, because that's kind of been working for me, and it's tough sometimes, is to try and see and identify the extraordinary in each day. And I'm lucky because I can just peer around the corner and I can hear the sounds of Minecraft. I'm such a bad parent. And that is usually where I find my extraordinary. And I know that I'm lucky in that regard. So, but I know the extraordinary is around. You just need to be able to see it. So let's find some more extraordinary. The week is about to commence, and opportunity awaits us all. So thanks for listening, and catch you in the next one.